Ever since the global pandemic began, it's been challenging to say the least in promoting Philippine products through trade shows in the United States market. Today, we'll be talking about what we think is an innovative way in promoting Philippine made products that will save Philippine manufacturers time and money. Hello, everyone. My name is Ferdinand Soriano of Planet 63. We are an export, marketing, and logistics management company based in the United States. Joining me today to talk about this unique promotional activity is the author of the book, The Secret to Business Immortality. And she's also the CEO of a company called Global Business Impact. We've finally joined forces to create opportunities for Philippine products. Please welcome my good friend, May Cruz.
Hello, Ferdinand. Yes,
I
finally we're doing this, and I'm really excited.
it's been a while, and we've talked about coming together and being able to promote Philippine products, and here we are. I'm so glad that you've taken a lot of your experience in this industry that we're doing, and trying to share that and be able to create opportunities for the Philippine products. Now, in our last three videos, we talked about the venue, the purpose of it, and things of that nature, right? So now this video, we'll talk about how we'll exactly do that, how we're going to put all that together and be able to show the Philippine manufacturers how we're going to market their products here in the U.S. and, help them save time and money. So now I'm going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and explain all that. So let me see if I can bring up all the different information that you need to do that. Okay, May?
Okay, thank you, Ferdinand.
You're welcome. Here you go. Let's see if we can get that for you. Here you go. Let's start with this. Okay, I know this is, let me go ahead and set it up for the audience. Basically, what you're about to show is you're showing the audience a comparison of a typical trade show and then what PPE and what our event's going to be all about. Again, I'm going to emphasize to everybody before you start that our event is going to be complementary to the trade show, but because of what's happening in the world right now with the global pandemic, we're going to use this platform to be able to help Philippine manufacturers continue to promote their products in the U.S., help them save time and money, and then adjust and be able to comply with everything going on in regards to the global pandemic with the COVID-19. So, all right, May, I'll let you go ahead and take it away and go ahead and explain exactly to our audience, to the Philippine manufacturers, how we're going to be able to promote their product even in the midst of all the things that are going on in the world, okay?
Yes, thank you, Ferdinand. So, what I'm going to say to you or mention here are comparisons or the difference between joining traditional trade shows versus joining our pop-up event or premium pop-up event USA, PPE USA. So the first difference between the traditional trade show and joining PPE USA would be um, you're with traditional trade shows, you're usually or most of the time you're with a lot of competitors under one big venue that buyers and consumers need to make time to visit. So and with our pop-up event, you will be exclusively featured at a venue highly frequented by Filipinos daily. So they don't have to really take time to go there because they go there. They go there to shop, they go there to buy groceries and all that. Um and this is inside Seafood City, the venue of our pop-up event. And then the next one is the usual duration of traditional trade shows. It's basically for just 4 to 6 hours or even like 15 minutes per visitor, booth visitor. So it's not enough time for you to explain everything or present to those who come to your booth the your products. And then for PPE USA for the pop-up event, we prepared a whole 8 hour program for you, 8 full hours of presentation and which you can use or which you can all the viewers can watch repeatedly. And then the third one would be that you need to send at least 5 to 10 staff members from your company from the Philippines to the US to do the following tasks for you. And this would be to bring your products to the venue, set up the booth, and then do the marketing and product presentation for you. And of course, after the event, they have to do the clear out themselves. But with the pop-up event that we're doing, Global Business Impact USA, my company, and Planet 63, Ferdinand's, will do the following for you. All it's included in the package. So the booth setup will do that for you. It will be professionally done. The product display layout, the marketing and product presentation on site, and then of course the after event booth clear out. And then the fourth one would be for traditional trade shows. It's going to be on site only, so anything goes. So there's no do over. They cannot watch it repeatedly because it's just on site. And the innovation that we did for the pop-up event that we're doing this June would be it's gonna be a hybrid one because it's on site. That's what's happening in traditional trade shows, but there's also virtual part of it. Philippines and all over the world would be virtual. So the marketing and product presentation for traditional trade shows will be um, just for those who visited your booth. But with this, with the pop-up event, the premium pop-up event USA, the marketing and product presentations on site, live here in the US, will also be seen in the Philippines and all over. So, and to all global viewers as well. So, those are all the differences, the advantages of and comparison between um, joining traditional trade shows versus joining our pop-up event this coming June.
Well,
So
I
yeah,
wanted to reemphasize to the Philippine manufacturers that are currently watching our video and what you just presented is that, again, as you can see, there's still some good points, very much good points regarding the traditional trade show. To a
mhm,
certain degree, what we're just basically doing is maybe not necessarily comparing, if you should do this or that. It's just more
mhm,
so maybe giving you a perspective of what everybody is familiar with, which is the trade show. But now we're going to be doing something different and also complementary, that if you still are a big fan of trade shows, that how that's going to be put together. Because at the end of the day, when you're promoting Philippine products in the US market or wherever else in the world, it's always about time and money. How do you save time? How do you save money? And how do you still become effective with all of these activities? So again, think of what we're doing as another way to promote the products in the Philippines, but also complementary, that if you still have that as a plan to be able to promote Philippine products through traditional trade show, have these types of event become a part of what you're doing, and
yeah,
maybe, obviously save time and money, right, May?
yes, definitely.
Well, why don't we show some pictures so that they can get an idea of what we're saying? Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can bring up some pictures. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and explain what this one is, May.
Yeah, this event is in Pasadena. It's a chocolate show. And as you can see, you've been to a lot of trade shows as well, Ferdinand. So there are a lot of people there.
Mhm.
The tables are like against each other, side by side. So yeah, that's that's good. But like I mentioned, you really have to schedule going there, and yeah, it's an hour drive probably or wherever you're located. Mm,
Well, again, what you were saying before in your explanation of the two comparing the two, as you can see, you're able to talk to a lot of people. That's great. But in light of what's happening with the world right now, that's a tough way to do that and be able to present your products in that way. It's great. You get to meet people pre-COVID, but now it's hard. Even if everything goes back to normal, there's still going to be some concerns about how to do this, and also think about how to be effective and promote the product, but also be compliant in terms of
yeah, no social
dealing with COVID.
distancing with
Yeah, there's
this.
no social distancing there, and as you can see, there's a lot of different people. Their attention is all over the place. So that's something
Mhm,
that, again, that's going to come back. I'm a big fan of trade shows myself, but it's
mhm,
not going to be the way it used to be. You might have to strategically create another way to do it, just like what we're trying to tell you, adding on to what we're doing, which is the hybrid event. So let's go back to
mhm.
the other pic. Let's go to another picture, and then you can go ahead and explain that. How about this one, May? What do you think about this
Yeah,
picture?
that's a bigger venue, obviously, and bigger booths. But the same, the traditional trade shows are good because there are a lot of buyers visiting each booth for big events like that. But it's just one time, so whoever you meet there, that's it.
Well, see, that's
So
that's
yeah.
that's the other thing. Again, this is like May said, it's another thing that people will do, right? That's part of their marketing. This is status quo, promoting products, trade shows, and just like what the other picture showed you. But you see, again, imagine this, and but what we've done is we're not only focusing it on your product in one venue alone. And in the same token, what's going to happen is that it's going to be live streamed, just like what May says. So before these trade shows, even though they get a lot of people going to this, but because of the advent of the technology and we're better at live streaming things, now you can effectively have people discover your products, not just being in
Yeah.
this one place, even though, again, we're not telling you that this is going to go away and you go to events like ours. But now we're almost getting to that point where maximizing the exposure of the product a little bit more economically, right? Without having to travel to this place, without going to the hotels, and spending a lot of money on that, and then the salary of the people that are manning your booth. Here, everything that we're proposing is we're sort of minimizing all that cost,
Mm.
right, May?
Yeah, and for the virtual part, they can also do like from the Philippines, they can do the live streaming at their, like if they have a showroom or they have a restaurant or they have a factory, during the presentation hour, they can show everything to those who are also watching on site at the venue that we're
Correct.
doing the pop-up event,
Yeah, so
which is
there's
the,
definitely a lot of opportunity to show it, not just in that one moment, and you can control who sees it. So why don't we move on to the next picture? Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead
yeah.
and explain what this setup is about.
Yes, this is the basic pop-up layout that we're we're going to do at the pop-up event. So the table will have all the marketing materials of the company, and then we can also add a banner if you have a banner or promotional banner. We can put inside the booth, and then the more functional display rack for all your product displays. So this is this is how it looks, how it will look like during the pop-up event.
Well, what I wanted to emphasize to the Philippine manufacturers is that what we're hoping to do is we're hoping those shelves what we'll do is put all of your products there. Somebody will be doing as you sit down there. We'll actually do a lot of the live selling and presenting each of the products, the features and the benefits, and what makes your product amazing. So imagine that there's a camera in front of that desk. We're going to talk about the product. We'll focus on the shelves. We'll focus on having interviews of the people inside the store reacting to your product, as well as have interviews with maybe the managers of the product. I mean, of the store, and then we'll talk to them about it also. So there's a lot of interesting things that we're going to be doing there that May is putting together as far as part of the event itself. But let me go to the next picture so that May can show you exactly. I mean, that's the skeleton of it. That's the general setup. But let me go ahead and have you explain the next picture, May. There you
Yeah,
go.
these are the past pop-up events that I've done representing these companies under Global Business Impact. As you can see, my initials, the company initials or company marquee that's there on the table. And like I said, the table will have all the marketing materials of the company. So for this, you can see the wheel that's there because there was like a draw or a freebies for the company that's there that I was promoting before. You can also do that if you have that material. You can send all the materials um, from the Philippines to here for everything that you want us to show on site, and then you can also have a banner. If you have a banner, promotional banner, we can put it up on the pop-up event as well. So yeah, this is just an on-site pop-up event without the hybrid thing, because that was before the pandemic that I did that show, that pop-up event. Yeah.
But
And I
again,
think we still have other pictures of the same similar setup. Yeah. Mm.
as you can see, this really will just give you an idea as a Philippine manufacturers. Just imagine your products on there. Even with everything going on, people still need to get food. So the venue that's being utilized will be heavily visited. Again, it's going to be visited by in person of people wanting to shop, obviously for their essentials. But again, not needing to be in a big venue to promote the products and create it. Remember, the people that are going there, depending on what your product is, they're shopping, they're looking around, so they're in the mindset of looking at interesting things. And the way May has put this together, she's going to make it so that obviously there's a program, people will gravitate to that area, and they'll look at the products, they'll be curious, and then they get to be on camera, and all of that will be fun. It'll be fun to promote it, and it doesn't cost you as much money as to be able to promote it through a typical trade show, where the typical trade show costs anywhere from 5 to maybe even 10,000 for those type of events. Again, that could still be a part of your marketing, but you need to even consider this, because your products will be here. People will see it. We're going to do a good job, we feel, in terms of talking about it. So any last comments about this picture, May?
Well, yeah. This, like I said, this is just on site. So all the more it's going to be um, a better way of marketing your products, doing it hybrid, adding the hybrid part, the virtual part, and it's going to be not just on that day, but they can still watch it anytime they want. So marketing 24/7 is what we've talked about. Yeah, for the past three videos that we did. Premium pop-up event will be a marketing 24/7 for those who will join the event.
Well, as much as I really enjoyed this segment of it, because we really are showing the Philippine manufacturers of how we're going to go ahead and promote their products here, and again, emphasizing on saving time and money, especially now. I mean, the economy, we're trying to all bounce back from it. I mean, it's affected a lot of people, but you need to continue to promote products. But now it's just a matter of how do you promote efficiently, cost effectively, and obviously and be be mindful of the time and the way you do it and how to do it consistently. And I think that this alone enables us, this particular method of promoting it combines all of that. Like you said, it's a hybrid. So, well, that's pretty much all the time that we have today. This is our fourth video of explaining to everyone the behind the scenes and the purpose of these type of events. So with that being said, if you want to watch past videos of everything that we talked about in terms of the venues, and all of that, where it is, the purpose of it, again, please go to our YouTube site, which is Global Impact USA, and go ahead and do that. My name is Ferdinand Soriano from Planet 63. This is my partner in crime, so to speak, when it comes to these events. Her name is, again, May Cruz of Global Impact USA. May, if you have something else to say in terms of ending the show or this segment of it, please do so. Go ahead and do
Yes.
that.
Yes. Again, the title of the event is Global Premium Pop-up Event USA. It's promoting premium Philippine products here in the US market. It's going to be this Kalayaan month or Philippine Independence month of June inside Seafood City. Thank you.
Okay. With that being said, go ahead and did you already give them the website where they can get
Yeah,
more information?
the website, you can see it running at the bottom of the screen. It's globalbusinessimpact.usa.com, and for the next Planet 63 USA or planet63.com, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. May, this
Yeah.
was this was fun, and I hope that people will continue to to consider this as another way for them to promote their products. With that being said, thank you everyone. Well, we hope to see you on our next video. Take care.
See you in our next video.